Hello, my name is Chris Gerlach, and I am a member of Sigma Alpha Epsilon. I was initiated in fall 2019, so this is my second semester in Greek life. I am a math major, pure math, none of the applied stuff, just pure theory. And a couple things I've done, I ran for the track team, and I also tutor workshops on campus. To address the first question of how I would contribute to Order of Omega if I was initiated, personally, I think that we should get more involved or that if I was initiated, we should get more involved into Greek life in general, pushing for academic and professional development, because I've noticed that, Ordo Omega being an honor society, this would be the highest level of achieving people in Greek life, and I would hope that as carrying that badge of that honor society, we would kind of help the lagging members of our respective houses, and kind of prop them up so that they could be academically successful and therefore in the future professionally successful. And I think that we set an example for the Greek community, for all of the members of our houses, and I would hope that we could lead them to be the best individuals that they can be. To address the second question of what's a defining moment that shaped me as a leader, I would turn to the Kairos retreat that I led in high school in my senior year. So a little bit about the Kairos retreat. It's with half the senior class. So there's two retreats, and basically I led the second one with the other half of my class. And basically what I do is organize and lead events and activities with all my classmates, and it's meant to be a religious retreat, but it's usually just more for personal development. And after these events and activities, they would come back into small groups, and I would lead a discussion on how the activities made them feel, and certain emotions that came out during those activities. And this is actually a very, very emotionally impactful retreat. And so one thing that I learned as a leader, especially during small group discussions, is that everyone's going through their own emotional toll, that everyone has kind of their own situation going on, and that you never know what someone's going through. And so with that, I realized that I can kind of be that change where if someone's going through a tough time, or even if I kind of don't notice it, I can always be that person to kind of help them out. I can always take a step to help people, to make them feel better, to just be a good person, and not just being a leader, but just a person in general. I feel like everyone's going through stuff, and I can always help them. Yeah. And then to address the third question, if I could change anything about the Greek community, what would it be? Personally, I feel like the Greek community focuses a lot on partying and all those things, celebrations, and as much as it's a great stress reliever, I think that we could also focus on other parts of Greek life, mainly philanthropies and networking. Being in Greek life for 2 semesters, I've kind of realized that some philanthropies aren't taken very seriously, and I think that being in Greek life around the U.S. has a huge impact on fundraising lots and lots of money, millions of dollars, to really great organizations. And so I think we can make a big impact on the community around us by taking some fundraisers more seriously and really pushing to raise money for some great causes, as well as pushing for networking with professionals to really help our Greek community out, to give them that step up when they graduate and they're looking for jobs in the professional industries. Other than that, I think that we should push for solidarity amongst the Greek community. I've noticed that a lot of houses kind of stick to themselves, and I think that as a Greek community, we should stick together, especially in SJSU, with everything going on. I think that all the houses should kind of band together because we are the Greek community on SJSU, right? We're not so different, and so I think that we could have that solidarity amongst us. Thank you so much, and I hope I get picked to be a part of Order of Omega.